Hi, love. Deena here. We are going to complete a 25-minute full body Pilates session. This is beginner friendly. You don't need any equipment, just your beautiful self and a little bit of space. So when you are ready, go ahead and come onto your kneeling position. Fingertips are going to come on the ribs. Let's start off with some diaphragmatic breaths. As you inhale, the rib cage is expanding to the outside of your waist. And as you exhale, your rib cage is closing back into your midline. As you exhale, imagine you're breathing out of a tiny little straw through pursed lips, letting all of that air out. Let's go for one more deep breath here. And when you're ready, go ahead and meet me on all fours. So your shoulder blades are on top of your wrist and your hips are on top of your knees. We've got a cat-cow. As you exhale, pull your belly button into the spine. Inhale, drop your belly down to the mat. Your chin comes up to the ceiling. Now I still want you to breathe out of your straw as you pull the belly button in. Waking up those deep core muscles. We've got a few seconds here. In 3, 2, walk your feet out to your high plank. Tuck the tailbone, shoulders on top of the wrist. And then bend the elbows to drop the chest down to the mat. Release the hands, release the feet. Tuck the toes, tuck the tailbone, and push yourself back up. Now, if that is too difficult, you can always bring the knees down to the mat to help you get up. Take your time on the way down, control it. When you release the hands and the legs, I want you to squeeze those elbows to the side of the body. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. We're nearly there. We've got about 10 seconds. Wherever you are, give yourself one more for 3, 2, and relax. Place the forehead on both hands. Wiggle the hips to find that neutral alignment. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, you are going to lift the chest off of the mat and then release. Now, this is a subtle movement. You're not going to be able to get much range, and that's okay. Try not to force it. Keep the head connected to the hands and let your back do the work. Notice how much more space you get with each rep. So you don't want to force it, but I want you to have a check-in with how high you're getting and notice how the spine opens up as you lift. In about 10 seconds, we're going to put the two moves together. Give me a few more lifts off the mat. For 3, 2, okay. Take a deep breath. And on your next breath, you're going to lift the chest off the floor, drive the elbows by your side, and push yourself up to your plank. Drop the chest back down to the mat. Reach the arms out, squeeze the glutes, elbows in, and push back up. So a little combination move. Just take a look at your screen to get it down. We reach, elbows into the side of the body, lift the chest, and push back up. All right, by now we've got our combo move down. You've got about 15 seconds. Again, getting more space with each rep. Let's go for 3, 2, and we relax. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can shift into your child's pose to take a quick breather. You can always pause me if you need a longer breath. Coming onto all fours, you're going to extend your left leg long and lift the leg up to the hip. Pull the belly button into the spine and lift the leg up. We've got 60 seconds here. So I want you to really practice on getting this right. It's not about how high that leg can go. Think about lengthening through the leg, through the ankle, making it as long as possible. The shoulder blades are on top of the wrist and the rest of your body doesn't move. Let's work on this for about 30 more seconds. You're doing great. In about 10 seconds, you're gonna pull that knee into the chest. And I want you to breathe out of your straw as you pull it in. 3, 2, lift that leg up. As you exhale, pull the knee in, breathe out of your straw. Inhale to extend. Beautiful. You've got 10 seconds. We're going to extend our opposite arm in line with the shoulder. Let's go for 3, 2, extend the leg long, right arm comes in front, pull the hand into the knee, and extend long. This is your bird dog. Now the same rules apply. I want you to think about being long as opposed to being high. You've got 10 seconds here. We're gonna keep that leg nice and long in 3, 2, okay, drop the hand down, keep the leg long, and then bend the knee to kick the heel into the glute. Ideally, you want to keep that knee in line with the hip throughout. Squeezing the hamstring as you kick in, lengthening the leg as you kick out. We've got one more layer to this circuit. Give me a few more reps. In 3, 2, extend the leg long, point the toe. We pulse up that leg for your final 10 seconds. Keep it long. In 3, 2, hold it long, bend the knee, pulse the leg up. We've got 10 seconds. That was your final layer. Let's go for 3, 2, and relax. Go ahead and drop that leg down. Dropping the leg down straight, I want you to flip over to your side, finding that side plank, and then drop that bottom leg down, keeping the arm lifted. You're gonna tap the hand down to the mat and raise the arm back up. So another subtle movement here. As you tap the hand down, imagine you're rolling over in bed. So that shoulder is rolling in. The legs stay completely stable, so you're only working through the upper body. You only have 20 seconds. We've got a recovery coming up. Stay with me, you've got 10. In 3, 2, and relax. Find yourself in your child's pose. You've got 60 full seconds to recover. Have a check-in with how you're feeling. We've got about 20 more seconds, so feel free to stay in your child's pose or maybe come up to take a few deep breaths just to reset. We have done one side of our body. We are going to do everything on the other. So when you're ready, this concludes the end of our recovery. You are going to take yourself back onto all fours and extend your opposite leg long. Before you lift the leg, make sure the shoulders are on top of the wrist and the hips are on top of the knees. Extend the leg, point the toe. We're going back in for our leg lifts. You've got 60 seconds from now. Remember to pull the belly button into the spine and only work with the leg. The rest of your body, frozen in time. It does not move. I actually see this one butchered all the time because normally people think that the higher you go, the more contraction you're going to get in the glute, but it just starts to dig into your lower back. So don't worry about going high. Worry about lengthening that leg and keeping it in line with the hip. In about 10 seconds, we're going to keep that leg long and pull the knee into the chest. Remember your tiny little straw. Every time that knee comes in, you breathe out of it. In 3, 2, lift the leg up. As you exhale, breathe out of your straw, pull the knee in and extend. Using your core as the knee comes in. Beautiful. You've got less than 10 seconds. We're going to incorporate our right hand. 3, 2, extend the right arm in front and pull the elbow into the knee. Re-extend. You've got about 10 seconds. Keep breathing. 3, 2, keep the leg long, but drop the hand down to your mat. We're going in for our hamstring kick. So when you're ready, go ahead and lift that leg long. Bend the knee to bring the heel to the glute and re-extend. Squeezing the hamstring, but keeping the leg in line with the hip. You don't want to go any lower than that. In about 10 seconds, we're going to pulse the leg with it straight, and then we're going to pulse it with it bent. In 3, 2, point the toe, lift that leg up. You've got 10 seconds to pulse. Good. You've got 3, 2, hold it long, bend the knee, and pulse the heel up to the ceiling for your final 10 seconds. Beautiful. You've got 3, 2, and go ahead, extend the leg back down. We are going to flip over onto our side. So remember, you can take it to a full high plank if you're super strong, but the knee is on the mat. Lift the arm up to the ceiling and tap the fingertips down to your mat. Make the adjustments as you need. You'll notice that my long leg is in line with my hip. And remember, you're just rolling over. Subtle movement. Three, 2, and relax. Go ahead and take that well-deserved recovery. Bring yourself down. Give yourself a few deep breaths. We are done on that side. So we've got about 15 seconds before we get into our final section of our workout. We do have some core to finish this off strong. I don't know what I was doing there. So when you're ready, meet me on your mat with the knees bent. We're going to start off with a simple chest lift. And I want you to really incorporate that straw that I've been banging on about this entire workout. So the hands behind the neck, knees bent. Exhale to lift the chest off the floor. Inhale to drop yourself down. Now, this is one of my favorite moves for the core. It looks so simple, but if you do it correctly, you will reap the benefits. The easiest way to think about this is not getting your chest or not getting your chin into the chest, rather getting your chest into the ceiling. So when you lift, breathe out of your tiny little straw to lift and gently bring yourself down with control. Remember, you don't need to get a lot of range. If you're only getting up about 2 inches, you're still contracting your core the way I'd like. Let's go for 10 more seconds. We're gonna layer this up as we do. In 3, 2. Okay, on your next one, take a deep breath in. Exhale to lift the chest off of the mat. And then drive both knees on top of the hips. So a little combination move. Exhale to lift, knees on top of the hips. Drop the feet down and release. I want you to really take that breath at the bottom. Before you bring that chest back up, reset. Now I know that core is on fire. You've got less than 10 seconds. In 3, 2, take a breath. Okay, coming into our dead bug, the arms are going to come on top of the shoulders. The knees come on top of the hips. The right hand is going to come directly in front of the left knee. And I want you to extend the opposite arm, opposite leg. Imagine someone is pulling your ankle to the front of the room and someone is pulling your wrist to the back of the room, elongating the body. Keeping that knee on top of the hip. Let's go for one more on this side. Go ahead and flip it over to the opposite side. You've got about 30 seconds. Chest is slightly lifted off of the mat. You're doing great. You've only got 10 seconds to work. In 3, 2, and relax. We have one more move that we are going to take ourselves through on our back. Bring both knees on top of the hips, hands go behind the neck. Crunch yourself over to one side and reset. Before you switch it over, we're going to work one side at a time. So lift that chest. Think about bringing the armpit to knee, not the knee to the armpit. Don't worry about how many reps you can get in. We want good quality reps, so take your time, use your breath, and swap it over to the other side for the final 30 seconds. We are nearly there. Give yourself 10 seconds to move. We've got 3, 2, and relax. Drop those legs down. Find some space. Bring the heels together. Arms come by your side. Take a deep breath and tuck the chin into the chest to roll yourself up and drive the arms forward. One vertebrae at a time. The spine melts into your mat. This is your roll-up. Option to bend the knees if you need a little assistance. You've got about 30 seconds and then we will cool down. Focus on working one vertebrae at a time. With control. You've got 10 seconds. Beautiful. Let's go for 3, 2, and go ahead and drop the arms down by your side. Take a deep breath. Release the hamstrings. And when you're ready, tuck and roll one vertebrae at a time until you are at the back. We are done. Go ahead and pull one knee into the chest, extend the opposite leg long, and then bring that knee over to the other side of the room. Have a check-in with how you're feeling, and as always, tell your body thank you. Pull that knee back into the chest, and let's take it over to our other side. Knee comes in, full spinal twist. Let's go for one more deep breath while you're down here. And when you're ready, we're going to flip it over onto all fours. For our final few stretches, the hips are on top of the knees. Start with the shoulders on top of the wrist, and then walk your hands forward. Drop the armpits into your mat, and give yourself a few deep breaths into your puppy stretch. You've got 10 seconds. Keep breathing. In 3, 2. Gently bring yourself out of this pose. Walk your hands forward and drop the hips down to your cobra for your final stretch. Pull the shoulder blades down and back. And stay here for as long as you need, but that concludes our full body session. Thank you so much for joining me and for supporting this channel. I appreciate every single one of you. As always, if you enjoyed working out with me, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and let me know what you want to see next. Be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. Ciao for now.